What's crack-a-lackin'? Welcome in to My Mind is a Weapon Fantasy Football Show.
Welcome into episode 122, everybody. I am your host, SleezBall. Today's episode will be my Week 9 quarterback ranking tiers. Now, remember, the 49ers and the Steelers are on a bye, so make sure Russell Wilson and Brock Purdy are out of your lineups this week. And before we dive into it, guys, make sure you smash that like. Make sure you hit that subscription button. Turn that bell on. It helps me out a ton, guys. I will be live on Thursday for the birthday stream, Halloween. Yes, I'm a Halloween baby. And I've already got my kicker and defense and streamer rankings out and my waiver wire if you guys want to check that for tonight. And if you guys can't make any of the live streams, you can always drop any comment you want. It does not have to pertain to this video. I try to answer every single one of them to help you guys get that weekly win and get you that ultimate goal of a championship, guys. And let's dive into my QB rankings here for Week 9. So if you guys are new to the channel, this is my QB board for Week 9 here. See the ballers tier at the top, tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, tier 4, tier 5. We're going to crank through 30 QBs here. Remember, Brock Purdy, Russell Wilson out on a bye this week. And at the bottom, you'll see quarterbacks that are injured or who have lost their job recently. So Justin Fields, Spencer Rattler looks like Derek Carr's going to be the starter. Deshaun Watson out for the season. Aiden O'Connell is down on IR. Drake May with a concussion. He'll probably be out this week. Andy Dalton, could be him or Bryce Young. We don't know yet. And Jordan Love is day-to-day. So I'll talk about Jordan Love. I'm going to put him right here for now. And I'm going to get to him here as the video goes on here because I don't know if he's going to be out there. It's a big division game. And they have a bye next week. So it's going to be really, really risky with him this week. But we're going to talk about that here as well. So starting off with my QB1 on the week, it is going to be Jalen Hurts. And there's no better matchup you could get. The Jacksonville Jaguars are 31st versus the QB. They give up 22.4 points per game to the position. They rank the 24th in the red zone, so high touchdown upside for the tush push here as well. And they give up 281 pass yards a game, which is third worst in the NFL. And you've got BTJ down. You've got Christian Kirk down. You've got ETN banged up. I mean, the opportunities are just going to be here in bunches for the Philadelphia Eagles this week. And I love every single one of them heading into this matchup. Number 2, the Hail Mary of all Hail Marys, Jaden Daniels. What a game that was versus Chicago Bears, man. Unbelievable performance. I'm blown away. He gets the New York Giants this week. The New York Giants rank 24th versus the QB, so they give up 17.5 points on average. And they rank 10th in the red zone. So they stingy up in the red zone there, so it helps them out in the defensive side there. And they give up 217 pass yards a game. And it looks like Tyrone Tracy's going to have a concussion here as well, too. And he looked so good last night, man. That was my sleeper of the year all year long. And he's absolutely phenomenal. But now you'll have Devin Singletary out there. Opportunities maybe more. And the Giants defense, man, they're just not a good defense. Look what Russell Wilson did to them with limited completions. And this should be a smash play for Terry McLaurin and everybody this week. Quarterback number 3. And this is a very, very bad matchup. Lamar Jackson, the number 1 player in fantasy football, is going up against the Denver Broncos. They rank 4th, but these numbers are skewed here. The Broncos haven't played anybody really on their win streak here that they're having. So they give up 12.2 points per game. They rank 6th in the red zone, and they give up 197 pass yards, which is bottom 5 in the NFL. But you're playing the superstar Lamar Jackson. The RPO run game of him and Derrick Henry is almost damn near unstoppable. I don't know how the Browns pulled that win last week. But the only reason I don't have Lamar Jackson at the top, which he should be, is because they're playing the Cleveland Browns defense this week. Number 4, Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills are taking on the Miami Dolphins this week. 50-point over-under right, or 49.5 right now. And the Dolphins kind of threw that game away. Might have hurt their season last week, man. That safety really hurt them. Josh Allen gets a bad matchup, but it doesn't matter. This is like Lamar Jackson. So Miami Dolphins are number 1 versus the quarterback, guys. They give up 10.5 points. They're number 2 in the red zone, and they only allow 185 pass yards a game, which is number 1 in the NFL, or number 2 in the NFL. So do I think that's going to stop Josh Allen? No, I do not. I expect Amari Cooper to bounce back as well, and Josh Allen's never going to be out of my baller tier. Heading into quarterback number 5 here, it is going to be Smoking Joe Burrow. This is the season right here. Bengals at home, do or die versus the Raiders. We know the Raiders are falling apart, man. We know they're absolute shambles. They're already looking to next year, possibly looking into a new head coach. And T. Higgins, he may be on the trade block if they don't win this game. This is going to be a massive game here. You got Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, Chase Brown. This should be a pop-off game for the Bengals. The Las Vegas Raiders give up 16.6 points to the quarterback position per week, which ranks 21st. They rank 27th in the red zone, and they give up 206 passing yards, which is middle tier there as well. But I expect this to be a full send Jamar Chase, full send T. Higgins game here, and Joe Burrow is going to light it up. Number 6, the first time he's ever making my baller tier this season. Yes, I've been low on Patrick Mahomes. I know, but he never really cracked 20 points till recently. So now you get the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. You get Monday Night Football. They bring in DeAndre Hopkins. He plays 30% snaps, still does a little work. Now you get the Bucs, who are 32nd versus the quarterback with 22.8 points per game. They're 31st in the red zone, and they give up 271 pass yards, which is third worst in the NFL. And this is going to be a shootout game here. I mean, I didn't think that Baker Mayfield, without Chris Godwin, without Mike Evans, would keep up in the game, and he did. He's just a good quarterback. That's just facts, and this should be a high-scoring game, Monday Night Affair. And they have the over-under of 44.5. I expect that to be over. And I like a lot of points in this game, and I think Mahomes cracks 20 here again. Heading down to my tier 1 here. Dude, Sam Darnold. People need to get on board with this guy. He's just a 20-point fantasy machine weekly. You get the Indianapolis Colts, who rank 23rd versus the quarterback, giving up 16.8. They rank 25th in the red zone. They also give up 242 pass yards a game, which is bottom 5th in the NFL. And you're possibly going to get TJ Hawkinson back here as well. So now you're going to have Jettas. Now you're going to have Addison. Now you're going to have Hawkinson, Aaron Jones. All the weapons are here for Darnold. The matchup is absolutely great, and he's one of my favorite plays this week at quarterback. Number 7, we're going to talk about the same thing. Baker Mayfield. I mean, absolutely, I got to apologize. I did not think that he would show up and show out without his wide receivers, and he did. You get the Kansas City Chiefs defense, who ranks 17th versus the quarterback, giving them 16 points a game. They rank 22nd in the red zone. They give up 220 passing yards. And you kind of saw Jalen McMillan make a couple plays, miss a couple plays. He's a rookie. I get that. He has the connection with Sterling Shepard from Oklahoma. I mean, Cade Otton has the best matchup of the week for a tight end. He's going to be a smash play. And Rachaad White and Bucky have been better than I thought. So, I mean, the offense is still there, even though they're missing their stars. Baker is just a damn good quarterback, guys. Number 8 is going to be Kirk Cousins. I messed up. I had Kyler Murray in the wrong spot. So Kirk just goes off. 5 touchdowns last week. The Atlanta Falcons offense is clicking, guys. The Kyle Pitts connection is there. Drake London is there. Bijan is starting to become the guy. And the Atlanta Falcons get the Dallas Cowboys in a 52.5 over the highest point spread of the week. The Dallas Cowboys versus the quarterback on the season give up 20 points a game. That ranks 27th, 23rd in the red zone, and they give up 231 passing yards, which is bottom 10 of the NFL. I expect this to be a shootout game, and I expect Kirk to be doing his wild dancing stuff when this game is over with the crowd or whatever it is. I think the Falcons win this game, and I think Kirk has another massive day here. Number 9, which you already saw on action. I didn't mean to pop up Kyler Murray. But Kyler Murray, I mean, I was completely wrong last week. I thought that he would have a bad matchup versus Miami, who was number 1 versus the quarterback. They came back. They got a huge safety, though. So, I mean, they drove all the way down the field with like a 13-play drive for a touchdown. And on the very next play, the Dolphins get that long snap over to his head. He has to push it out the end zone. And then the Arizona Cardinals get the tired defense, and they come back and they do it again here. So that kind of saved his day. You get the Chicago Bears. I don't like this matchup either, but I'm just not going to doubt Kyler Murray again. So the Chicago Bears are number 2 versus the quarterback. They're number 2 in the red zone, and they only give up 219 pass yards a game, which is bottom 10 in which is top 10 in the NFL. I mean, the Marvin Harrison connection is there. He'll be looking like he's going up against Jalen Johnson for a little shadow here and there. Brisker could be back to cover off the top, which is huge for the Bears. Again, his rushing upside and Kyler Murray, I'm just not doubting him. I really don't like this matchup for him, but he's balling. So right now you have to ride the lightning. Number 9, number 11, one of my smash starts was Caleb Williams last week, and he had a very good matchup versus the Commanders defense. He's going to be another smash play of mine again. He gets the Arizona Cardinals. They give up 18.1 points to the quarterback. That ranks 25th. They rank 29th in the red zone. They give up 245 passing yards a game, which is bottom 10. And their corners are beat up. I mean, if you were on my stream, we were talking about how the corners were out last week. They're going to be out for a couple weeks here. This should be, if Shane Waldron could wake up with this offense and get DJ Moore and get Rome Odunze and get Keenan Allen involved here, should be another smash play for Caleb Williams here. I'm not, shying away just because one bad game here. Number 12. Whew. I had Matt Stafford as a smash start last week, guys. I hope you guys listened. You have Puka Nacua, who came back out of nowhere, and I had him at a smash start without Puka, so that really helped as well. Now you get Cooper Kupp back. Kyron Williams is that guy. I don't want to hear any Blake Corum talk. And now the LA Rams are fighting. So the NFC West is wide open, guys. 49ers, Seattle, Rams, Cardinals, all fighting. It's like almost all 500 division here. And it's like, oh, man, every game counts, right? You get the Seattle Seahawks here. So the Seattle Seahawks currently on the season versus the quarterback position right now. If you even look at last week with Josh Allen, they just ran him out the building, right? So the Seattle Seahawks rank 16.2 points per game. That's 18th. They rank 21st in the red zone. They give up 225 pass yards, which is middle of the tier. And they could get DK Metcalf back, which would really help them in this game as well, especially in a big division game here. But, man, Stafford's going to be a start for me anytime Puka Nacua and Kupp are out there. Number 13, I'm going high here. Derek Carr is back. I know you're missing Shaheed, his deep ball threat, but you get the Carolina Panthers. They rank 29th versus the quarterback, giving up 20 points a game. They rank 28th in the red zone. They give up 235 passing yards, which is bottom 10 in the NFL to the position. And this team just is in shambles. So the Saints may be trying to fight for their season here. And I mean, they could even be going up against Bryce Young, which would really, really help them here. And they need to get back to 3-6 and get stuff on track. And there's no better team to do that than play the Carolina Panthers. Quarterback number 14 is going to be Dak Prescott, Dallas Cowboys. Like I said, Atlanta Falcons, 52.5. CeeDee Lamb had a monster game. Yeah, it was against the Niners prevent defense where he scored a ton in garbage time. I get all that. But in a game where you're going to have to score, I expect Tolbert to step up. I expect Darnold to be back. The run game looked terrible with Zeke and Dalvin Cook. I mean, I don't want to hear anything about Dalvin Cook after that game. And it's just going to be a high-scoring shootout game here. And this is Cowboys. This is for them. This is 3-4. Their division is tough. You have the Commanders. You have the Eagles, both at the top. They cannot lose this game. I do like the Falcons to win, but, man, this is going to be a high-scoring game, and I can't wait to see it. And Dak is going to be in my top 15 at quarterback 14. Quarterback number 15, my sleeper play of the week last week, Jamus Winston comes in. No Amari Cooper, gets the win over the Baltimore Ravens. Yeah, they were down their top two corners. That's why he was a smash play. That's why he was a sleeper play. And if he's still on your waiver wire, you should be targeting him heavy tonight. I don't even care that they're playing the Chargers. The Chargers defense is very good. They rank 9th versus the quarterback, giving up 14.5. They rank 4th in the red zone. They give up 210 passing yards, which is bottom or top 10 in the NFL. And it doesn't matter. He's a gunslinger. He looks poised. He doesn't look like old Jamus Winston throwing any picks, making bad decisions, game-winning passes. Cedric Tillman, he looks lights out. Jerry Jeudy's stock has risen up. Nick Chubb looks like he's getting a full workload off a major injury. And, dude, the Cleveland Browns could be here for a comeback season right here with how good they are on paper on both sides of the ball. Heading into number 16 here is going to be Gino Smith. Again, they're playing the Rams here. Massive division game. I talked about that with the Rams already. And the Rams defense versus the quarterback is giving up 15.6 points. That ranks 15th. They rank 12th in the red zone. They give 228 pass yards, which is the middle tier there. And you're going to get DK Metcalf back, hopefully. If DK Metcalf is not back out there, I'm going to be really worried because you saw what this offense looked like with Jay Season and Tyler Lockett. Even Kenneth Walker couldn't do anything in a great matchup last week. So you know that DK is the glue that makes the defenses worry about this offense. And if he's not back out there, I'd probably drop Gino a little lower here. But I'm assuming it says optimism, so pay attention for the updates that he's going to be back out there. Whew, number 17, we're flying through it here. Tua Tagovailoa. Man, it was like a great first half for the Dolphins. It was a tale of two halves, right? So I know they had that stupid safety that cost them the game versus the Cardinals 100%. They would have won the game without that stupid snap. But Tua still came out, looked poised, quick releases, like under 2.5 seconds. I saw that ESPN thing of how accurate he was in short time frame so he wouldn't take any hits. And you even saw the crowd cheering when he slid. So that was a good sign for him. You can't be taking any hits with his concussion history. But the Buffalo Bills do rank good versus the quarterback. They rank number 5. They only give up 13.4. They rank 11th in the red zone. They give up 224 pass yards, which is middle of the pack. But it's a possible shootout game. So the over-under is 49.5. Tyreek Hill is going to have to get loose in this game. I expect to see Achane have a big game. Waddle have a big game. And if the Dolphins want to save their season, the time is now. Quarterback number 18, rounding out my tier 3, Jared Goff. I had him on a sit-em last week. I did not like the matchup versus Tennessee. That was absolute nails. Now you're going to get Green Bay. So why I have Goff so low here is because I don't think Jordan Love is going to be playing. Like I said, that's why I have Jordan Love here. If Jordan Love was playing in this game, I would put him about right here, and I would put Jared Goff about right next to him, right? So don't know if he's going to be out there yet. Got to wait for the updates. But if it's a Malik Willis game here, then it's going to be another bad game script. It's going to be another pound the run. It's going to be another defensive takeover game. And it won't be, that's why I was low on Amon-Ra St. Brown too last week, because I just didn't like the matchup versus Tennessee Titans, and it was nails. So if Jordan Love is out there, I shoot them both up. If Jordan Love is, again, hurt, then I would, drop Jared Goff right where he's at. Heading down to tier 3 here. The Chargers have opened up this offense, guys. Pretty good here. So it's interesting to see Justin Herbert starting to throw for 250 plus pass yards back-to-back games. Now you get the Cleveland Browns. They rank 19th versus the quarterback, but again, these numbers are skewed for the Browns. This is a very, very good defense that has had to grind out all year long because their offense couldn't move the ball. So now that they have Jamus Winston, this defense will start to shoot back up the board because their offense is giving their defense more time to rest. So they rank 19th versus the quarterback. They rank 5th in the red zone. They give up 216 pass yards, which is top 10 in the NFL. That's how good this defense is with grinding. So this is why I've dropped Justin Herbert lower, but he's starting to catch fire here. It's just a very tough matchup versus the Cleveland Browns. Number 20, CJ Stroud. The struggle is real right now for the Texans. And it looks like Stephon Diggs is going to miss this game. Possible torn ACL. Again, possible. We don't know yet. There's no update that's official. But, he took a non-contact injury to his knee. Those are usually the worst. So that's not a good look there for him. Now, the Houston Texans this week are going to get a matchup where you're going to have Tank Dell on a short week as your number 1 wide receiver going up against DJ Reed, going up against Sauce Gardner, and the Jets are in do or die mode right now. So do I really like CJ Stroud this week? Not a lot. That's why I have him at quarterback 20. The New York Jets rank 6th versus the quarterback. They only give up 13.6 points a game. They rank 8th in the red zone, 180 pass yards a game, number 1 in the NFL. Not a lot to like here. So I'm going to leave CJ Stroud at number 20. Number 21, man, Trevor Lawrence just couldn't get any worse for the Jacksonville Jaguars last week. So Gabe Davis pops his shoulder. Stephon Diggs pops his knee. Nico Collins still on IR, available to come back week 10. Or sorry, not Nico Collins. I'm blanking. A BTJ day-to-day chest ribs. Sorry, I was thinking Texans for some reason. So he may be out there with Parker Washington as wide receiver 1. And the matchup versus Philly is really not bad in the secondary. They're bad versus the wide receiver, but their front 7 is nasty. So they're going to get after Trevor Lawrence. They rank 7th versus the quarterback, giving up 13 points. They rank 15th in the red zone, 209 pass yards, which is top 10. But sorry, I got the hiccups. When you're down your 3 wide receivers, how can I rank Trevor Lawrence any higher than 21? It just can't be done. Quarterback number 22 was on my sit-em last week, Anthony Richardson. That hit as well. And this, guys, if you own Anthony Richardson, make sure you're paying attention right now, because you saw Steichen. You saw him say, we don't know. We're going to evaluate everything. So Anthony Richardson is going up against the Minnesota Vikings' number 1 blitzing defense. What is Anthony Richardson not good at? Reading the blitz. So I think this is going to be a really, really ugly game here. And if you own Anthony Richardson, I would not be starting him, because you may see Joe Flacco in the second half here with all the talk that's happening. So stay aware, don't stay away, stay aware of that because I do not like this game for Anthony Richardson at all. Number 23, Aaron Rodgers. Talk about your do or die game here. The Houston Texans ranked 22nd versus the quarterback, giving up 16.7. They ranked 17th in the red zone, 188 pass yards as well. They only give up. So second best in pass yards or third best in pass yards, which is crazy. But now they're going to be down Collins. Now they're going to be down Diggs. It's going to be a Joe Mixon, Tank Dell kind of show here versus a very tough defense. I honestly think the Jets will win this game on a short week on Thursday night. They'll get Devontae Adams involved. They'll get Garrett Wilson involved. Breece Hall has a tough run game matchup. But I still think they have to win this game or the season is pretty much over. So I like Aaron Rodgers kind of as a play this week if he can pull it out, but not a lot. Heading down to tier 4, my quarterback number 24 is going to be Bo Nix. And guys, I know Bo Nix balled out last week. Everyone balls out versus Carolina. Don't make the mistake of thinking that your player balled out, back-to-back weeks against easy matchups and it's going to be another smash start because you see the points happening. I do not like Bo Nix in this game. The Denver Broncos are going to be in for a very tough matchup at Baltimore. Both starting corners will be back this week. And he's balled out versus Carolina, New Orleans, Vegas, and the Chargers. The Chargers were beat up when they played them too. So not great here. I know they may be possibly trading for Deontay Johnson. That could help him out as well here. But still, I'm staying away from him this week. I have him as my quarterback 24. And this is what I'm talking about here. Malik Willis, quarterback 25. This guy's not a good passer. Yes, he's got them some wins. Yes, he can run the ball. You're playing the Detroit Lions, guys. If Jordan Love is not out there, it's going to hurt every single Packer player. It's going to hurt Jaden Reed, Romeo Doubs. It's going to hurt Christian Watson. It's going to hurt Josh Jacobs. Oh, it might help Josh Jacobs. They might run the ball more like they did against Indianapolis when Jordan Love was down. But the Detroit Lions versus the quarterback guys rank 14th. They rank 9th in the red zone. They give up 264 pass yards, so a lot there. But Malik Willis doesn't pass. So it is a very, very bad pass defense, but it's not a great passing quarterback. So I don't like him anywhere above this. Coming in behind him at number 26 is going to be Danny Dimes, and he gets the Washington Commanders. This Washington Commanders defense has gotten better weekly, guys. They were bottom of the tier to start the season. Now they're up to top. They give up 15 points a game. That's top 13 versus the quarterback. They rank 14th in the red zone and 202 pass yards, which is bottom 10. And look what they just did to Caleb Williams. And now you're going to have no Tyrone Tracy. I know it'll be Singletary. Oh, I don't think Singletary's as good as Tracy's. So that helps the Commanders defense as well here. And Danny Dimes, man, it's just I get so tired of this guy. Number 25, Gardner Minshew. So the matchup is great. The Cincinnati Bengals ranked 28th versus the quarterback, giving up 20 points a game, 29th in the red zone, 226 pass yards, which is bottom 10 in the NFL. Jacoby Myers looked great last week, but you've lost Devontae Adams. This team is just shambles. I know you have Brock Bowers who's balling, and he has a great matchup versus the Bengals as well. It's just tough for the Raiders, man. You're at Cincy. I can't do it with him. Bryce Young coming in next tier here, Carolina Panthers. Oh, here's what's interesting. He actually looked a lot better in his, when he came in last week, right? He looked very, very bad at the beginning of the season. So the help behind Andy Dalton has helped him a little bit, I guess I'd say. I mean, they didn't even have any weapons out there, and he still didn't look bad. But you get the New Orleans Saints. The Saints are in do or die mode here as well. And if you lose Deontay Johnson to a trade for the update, it's just going to be Xavier Legette, possible Thielen out there. The New Orleans Saints are not a bad defense at all. They rank currently, trying to find my shit chart here, they rank 11th versus the quarterback, giving up 14.8 points. They rank 3rd in the red zone, so one of the top red zone defenses. But they do give up 263 pass yards, which is bottom 10. But how well is Bryce Young passing the ball? That's yet to be seen. And, not yet to be seen, but, yet to see a big game from him. We're almost done here. Coming down to the end. Number 29 is going to be Will Levis. And I don't even know if Mason Rudolph is going to start or him, but I'm staying away from either one, no matter what it is. I know that Rudolph played a good game last week and a blowout loss, but he was keeping him in the game early. You get the Patriots this week. Patriots defense, kind of tough, not kind of tough, kind of in the middle. Their offense stinks. Patriots ranked 12th versus the quarterback, giving up 14.8. They ranked 16th in the red zone, 234 pass yards allowed a game. I called the Calvin Ridley play last week. I don't know if I like the Calvin Ridley play versus Chris Gonzalez this week. One of those grunge games here where it seems like a field goal heavy kicking game here that I kind of want to stay away from. And right behind him, so Drake May probably going to be out with concussion. Jacoby Brissett, I have to rank just last. It's so bad watching him play quarterback. And you get the Tennessee Titans. Tennessee Titans were number 1 versus the pass versus the quarterback. The Titans give up 15.7. They rank 16th. They rank 18th in the red zone. 167 pass yards. That is number 1 in the NFL. Not a lot going to be going here for Jacoby Brissett. Thanks for rocking with me today. That is the end of the episode. That is my week 9 quarterback rankings, guys. Top 30. Remember, Niners, Steelers on a bye, so Russell Wilson, Brock Purdy out of your lineup. Before we head out of here, guys, make sure you smash that like. Make sure you smash that subscription. Turn that bell on. It helps me out a ton, guys. I cannot thank you guys enough for all the support. And if you guys can't make any of the live streams, remember, birthday, Halloween stream is on Thursday. And I'll be streaming again on Sunday for the pregame show. But if you can't make any of the shows, you can always drop any any comments you want down below. I try to get to them all. I try to answer every single one of them. That is my goal as a content creator. And I will be dropping my running back, wide receiver, tight end rankings again today. They should all be done. And then tomorrow I'll try to get all my stardom sit-ems out because it's going to be a birthday weekend. And I don't know if I'm going to be here Friday or Saturday at all. I'll probably be hazed out. So again, guys, thank you guys for all the support, man. I can't thank you enough. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. SleezBall out.